I was looking at some data from the Survey Center on American Life earlier, and um, honestly, the numbers are just jarring.
Which numbers are you talking
The
about?
friendship stats for men back in, 1990, only 3% of men said they had no close friends.
Right, a very small fraction.
And today, in 2024, that number has quintupled. It's 15%.
15, wow. That means nearly 1 in 6 men have absolutely no one to call in a crisis.
Exactly. We aren't talking about being bored on a Friday night. The sociologists are calling this the friendship recession.
And the stakes are so much higher than people realize.
I mean, the U.S. Surgeon General put out an advisory that literally equates this level of loneliness with...
Smoking 15 cigarettes a day,
Mhm.
the mortality risk is the same.
It's a massive public health crisis.
Yeah.
And the sources we're looking at, they link it directly to deaths of despair.
Suicide, overdose,
Mm.
especially in men under 30. It's a silent epidemic.
So for this deep dive, that's the mission, to figure out the why. Because it feels like there's a huge disconnect between how men are wired and how our society works now.
There is. And to really get at it, we have to talk about a psychological concept called normative male alexithymia.
That's a mouthful. Break that down for us.
Yeah, it sounds super academic, but the best analogy is emotional color blindness.
Oh, I like that. So you can see things, but you can't identify the different emotional colors.
Exactly. It's a socialization issue. Men often just aren't taught the language to label their internal states. So he might feel lonely.
But he calls it something else.
Right. He thinks, I'm just stressed about work, or maybe I'm just bored.
So he tries to fix the wrong problem, and that brings up the part of the research that was a real aha moment for me.
The different bonding styles.
Yes, the face-to-face versus the shoulder-to-shoulder dynamic.
This is absolutely key. Female friendships traditionally thrive on face-to-face interaction. Direct conversation, sharing emotions.
Looking someone in the eye. But male bonding has historically been shoulder-to-shoulder.
It happens while you're doing something else together. Fixing an engine, playing basketball, building something.
The connection is almost a byproduct of the shared activity. It happens in the gaps.
Exactly. And think about modern social life. It's coffee dates, Zoom calls, dinner parties.
It's all face-to-face.
We're pushing men into a mode of interaction they're not always comfortable with, and at the same time, we're getting rid of the places where they do thrive.
Which brings us to the whole idea of third places.
Yeah, the spaces that aren't home and aren't work. Your bowling league, the union hall, the local pub.
Those places have been disappearing for decades, and men really relied on them because they provided that third object to focus on.
And when the bowling league closes, the friendship doesn't just move to a coffee shop. It usually just evaporates.
And when that social fabric tears, we run straight into what the research calls an evolutionary mismatch.
We really do. I mean, our brains are still wired for the tribe. For a group of 50 to 150 people.
For our ancestors, being alone was a death sentence.
A literal death sentence. So that gnawing pain of loneliness, it isn't a modern failing. It's a biological alarm bell.
Like hunger or thirst.
Precisely. It's your body flooding with stress hormones, with cortisol, screaming at you to get back to the safety of the group.
But today we live in these solitary cages. Remote work, apartment living. The alarm is ringing constantly, but there's no tribe to return to.
And that chronic stress is what physically wears down the body.
It's a heavy diagnosis. But, there are interventions that seem to work. The sources mention the men's sheds movement.
Oh, that's a brilliant example. Started in Australia, I believe.
Right. And it works because it leans right into that shoulder-to-shoulder model.
It's a community workshop. Men get together to build furniture, repair engines. You don't have to talk about your feelings.
The talking just happens naturally while you're working on something together.
It's about fixing the environment, not trying to fix the man.
Which seems like the only path out of this. So here's a final thought for you to chew on. If loneliness is a biological check engine light, are we just trying to put tape over the warning light by treating the feeling?
Or are we brave enough to actually look at the engine, at a modern lifestyle that might be fundamentally at odds with our own nature?